Tutorial Tuesday, this time how to deconstruct points of interest. If you ever wanted to get rid of those fixed places, but you didn't know how to deconstruct them, or what exactly can be deconstructed, then you are at the right place. First, in order to be able to deconstruct any point of interest, you will need a dupe with a third tier construction skill called Demolition. This skill enables the dupe to demolish gravitas buildings. Our untrained Stinky will be used for comparison. The first and most notable thing that helps you to find out if you need a skilled duplicant or not is actually the terminology. Buildings that any dupe can deconstruct use the word deconstruct. For every other gravitas building, where you will need a special skill for, they use the terminology demolish. The demolition itself is shown by the purplish laser beam. Now we come to which gravitas buildings can be deconstructed or demolished. First, those mosaic tiles can be deconstructed by skilled and unskilled dupes alike. The same goes for security doors. There are other gravitas buildings that first need to be opened or used for us to be able to demolish or deconstruct them afterwards. Whereas the ladders and the neural vacillator can only be deconstructed by a dupe that actually has a demolition skill, even through the wall as it appears. The light fixture also needs a demolition skilled dupe. Even though a regular dupe can defrost a friend from the cryo tank, they cannot deconstruct it. You will need your special dupe for that again. Same goes for the clock. You cannot deconstruct teleporter receivers, only the glass windows that are in the background. That means that teleporter receiver, teleporter transmitter, supply teleporter outputs and supply teleporter inputs cannot be deconstructed or demolished, even if you use a dupe that has the respective demolish skill. Unskilled dupes can also not deconstruct lockers or vending machines in that case. The same goes for the anti-entropy thermo nullifier or the computer desk. The table needs to be demolished as well. Sometimes you can find the comfy beds made out of obsidian. This time, even your regular dupe can deconstruct them. And if you ever find a gravitas building, basically anything but the entrance door, the glass windows, the background tiles or the walls will need a special skill to be deconstructed. From the electronic display, the lobby chair or coffee table, over to the couch, the giant gravitas monument, to even more displays, the gravitas reception, and even the plants or the elevator. Everything will need a dupe with the demolition skill to get rid of it. Satellites of any kind can also be demolished. Same goes for the sample jar, the shelf and a big brain jar. Whereas experiment 52B, the angry tree, will demolish your dupes. Plot relevant buildings can also not be demolished, like this temporal tear opener. The large doors in the laboratory can be deconstructed by anyone, whereas the robotic research desk needs a dupe with a skill. The ceiling robot and the robotic arm also need a skilled dupe. The pedestals and displays can be deconstructed by any dupe. And with that we can conclude that except for the teleporter transmitter, the teleporter receiver, the supply teleporter unit or the supply teleporter output, almost anything else can be demolished or deconstructed. Even satellites, monuments or neural vacillators. If you enjoy this new series, please let me know in the comments below, so that I know that this kind of video might interest you in the future. Stinky here is training for some odd reason.